It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl.
Set to kick off.
Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Conference Championship is underway. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. Now he's past the 25. Devontae Smith. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, here's Lamar. A throw right side, finds Cup. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. He's on the move. He's keeping it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
On first down, Jackson. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now here's Lamar. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up. Robinson on the inside give. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Raymond on the return. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Cup. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw for Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. It's a 10-3 ball game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He's got a gain of 6 there. Justin Reed with the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Zach Bond with the tackle.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's got it!
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Pacheco. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie things 10-10. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, hit it right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Bronk, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down. He sent a man in motion. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Escapes the pocket. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders driving ahead. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now it's Lamar. Finds a man right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Jackson to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Pacheco runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Butker with the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Oh, he put some heat on this. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Raiders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24, he's on the move. He's keeping it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
31, Patriots 10. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. Chased out to his right. He's trying another one deep. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Here's Raymond on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Pats will take over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action, Mahomes. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
He's got Smith. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. This finds Smith. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Catch made by all. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots start the second half with some needed points. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, And when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Pass caught by Adunze. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
They run with Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Changing it up here, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's second and 11. He'll get this to come. Has room into the secondary. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a 3-possession game. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Butker with the extra point. And the Raiders push the lead to 20. Tucker on now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
That's caught for the 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the set. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Patriots have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Play action. Here's Jackson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, here's Lamar. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Lamar throwing again. Cup on the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now Jackson on third down. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And again, it's Jackson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
First and goal from the 1. From the 1. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen. Defensively, you know they're going to bring it. And now, well, they're more than content backing this offense up with the sack.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Jackson has it, third and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Harrison Tucker is set
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Raiders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He finds Odunze running the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders coasting to the finish line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's calling his own number again. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Pass caught by Odunze. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
That's good for another Las Vegas.
On 1st down, Jackson. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Headed out right. Now he takes it. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders keep running away with this. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Mahomes. Trying to push it deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt trophy high as champions of the